I smell meme.
It's Barbenheimer.
Bitch.
Barbenheimer. It's here.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I could flip a coin to decide which one to review first, but suck it, Barbie. We review Nolan first on this channel. So Oppenheimer is here, and it's quite good. It's quite good.
It's quite good. It's quite good.
Now, there's not a ton that you can outright spoil with this film,
Pick up a history book, dumbass.
but I'm gonna get into specific creative choices that I liked, so if you haven't seen it, there's your heads up. And yeah, I always like it when a film can make great decisions from the get-go that really engage me early on. The opening scene here is good stuff. You get the Prometheus text, the frame is just engulfed in fire as the sound just crescendos, then BAM! Hard cut to a close-up of Cillian Murphy. The shot is blue to contrast the fire of the previous shot. The score switches to a harp. Amazing juxtaposition, loved it.
Absolutely amazing.
And you know, I was initially disappointed in Hans Zimmer not scoring this film, but let me tell you something. That pretty much dissipated within a minute of watching this movie because Big Daddy Göransson and that epic Swedish hair are here to stay. And yeah, the score here is amazing. There's such a great variety of musical ideas and textures in the score. Some really spicy increases in tempo, not like going from 8th notes to 16th notes, like straight up tempo increases really caught me off guard.
Where are you?
Here.
Obviously, you have the Trinity test scene in this film, which is just fantastic. And you'll get like a borderline experimental track like Ground Zero, where it sounds like Ludwig left the bathroom sink running while he scraped a spoon across his driveway.
Really great shit, man. Loved it.
And this scene just escalates like there's no tomorrow. Following it, we get that silent peeling faces scene. And let me tell you, it wasn't silent enough because some total idiot's cell phone went off during it.
AMC Theaters. We make movies better.
No, I don't think so.
Either way, that scene is one of many subjective moments, which were some of my favorite parts of the entire film. Love the maps, being in a puddle of water on the table, anything like that I thought was great. And yeah, this film is being billed as a thriller for some reason, and I just instinctively thought, yeah, this is 110% not going to be a thriller, so you know, if you would have loved to have seen the bombing of Nagasaki, to have seen it in IMAX, then just don't expect that. The movie is more interested in being a character piece, exploring the politics of good ol' Oppie, as the movie calls him, focusing on how he got in hot water for being a bit of a fence sitter, a plastic fork blowing in the wind, if you will. He caught flack for hanging out with Florence Pugh because she was a bit of a communist. And I would say that the character study angle of this movie is perhaps why I don't love this movie as much as some people seem to. Christopher Nolan isn't exactly Paul Schrader to me, and I find his films often have the best character writing when his brother has a co-writing credit.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I liked seeing Oppenheimer's remorse for creating the bomb, but I just wanted a bit more of that kind of stuff for my personal preference. A lot of the characterization didn't emotionally resonate with me super strongly, and I found it a bit cold. Though at the same time, I certainly appreciate this film not having some cliched garbage, where it flashes back to his childhood and his mom says, "Oppie, you're destined for greatness," while in the background his dad is just some belligerent drunk like Hugo Weaving in Hacksaw Ridge.
What you think you're doing? I'm gonna have to beat you now.
Regardless, the cast was pretty great across the board. Cillian Murphy obviously did a very fine job as Oppenheimer, but Robert Downey Jr. definitely stands out here. It was acting in the most proper sense, where I wasn't sitting there the entire time thinking, oh look, it's Iron Man. And you could tell that he was just excited to be in a real movie again after 10 years in the McDonald's cinematic universe.
You're goddamn right I am!
What's up, guys? I got the new Grimace milkshake from McDonald's.
McDonald's?
As another small nitpick, though, there is a bit of what I'll call history fan service in this film. Like, there's a part where someone says, "They all voted against it except for one senator. What was his name? J.F. Kennedy."
I know what that is!
As a final complaint, this film also hits such a dramatic peak with the Trinity test scene, because, I'm a drooling idiot who just likes explosions, but it almost felt like the movie was going to end after that, though obviously there's unresolved plot threads, so the movie went on for 45 more minutes. I think knowing the movie's structure will smooth out the pacing on a second viewing, but on first viewing it definitely makes it feel like more of a director's cut. Either way, super solid film, not top tier Nolan for me, but quote-unquote low-tier Nolan is still better than 90% of movies.
It's quite good. It's quite good.
Anyways, I'm hoping that this movie doesn't become the Jackie Brown of his filmography, it's his most mature piece.
More mature.
And yeah, with that in mind, Chris Stuckman's review is unsurprisingly super embarrassing. He's all like, "Guys, I sat through a 3-hour movie with lots of talking scenes, and I wasn't bored."
There will be a lot of people who find the film boring because it's a 3-hour rated R adult drama with black and white scenes and a lot of dialogue, and if that's not your cup of tea, well,
Isn't this guy like 35? Are we really still at the point where I liked a movie with dialogue is some kind of weird flex for some reason? Next up, I saw Barbie, and let me tell you, it was one big girls' night out at the theater for this one, and I wasn't invited. I forgot to wear my pink heels and miniskirt, so obviously I looked very out of place. Either way, this movie changed my life in ways that I did not expect. It made me feel seen. It made me feel heard.
This is such great progress for women.
I felt like I may have not understood every joke in the film though, so after the movie finished, I followed a group of women out into the parking lot at 4 in the morning and yelled, "Hey Barbie, can I come over to your house tonight?" As they started walking faster, I let them know that it was okay, because I respect all women. At this point, the speed walk turned into a run. As I attempted to follow them, my he for she collector's pen fell out of my pocket, tripping me, causing me to eat asphalt and break every bone in my face. Something that I blame all women for. Yeah, anyways, Barbie is here, and it kind of sucked. Why the hell am I even talking about this movie? Anyways, we'll keep this short and sweet, hopefully somewhere between "all women are queen" and "whatever happened to men's rights?" And yeah, I was clearly not the target audience for this film, because my theater was laughing up a storm every 5 seconds, and I'd say maybe 10% of the humor landed for me. What I'm saying is, I liked the "I'm Knuff" joke, and that was about it. The reference humor in this film is quite grating and obvious. You got The Matrix, you got 2001, with some really disgusting and not so subtle metaphors to boot. You also have a lot of really forced and unfunny innuendos.
"Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will beach both of you off at the same time."
Wow.
And yeah, the dialogue in this film is very intentionally clunky. You'll have characters say things like, "I have no difficulty holding both logic and feeling at the same time, and it does not diminish my powers, it expands them. I'm ready to be your long-term distance, low-commitment, casual girlfriend." It's almost like this movie was made exclusively for Letterboxd. It was basically just characters complaining about gender stereotypes for 2 hours, until someone finally asked Barbie, "Well, what do you want to do about it?" She's like, "I'm actually not sure," and then the movie pretty much ends. Yeah, anyways, good production design, good performances, but everything else is just really lame. It's probably most enjoyable if you're the kind of person who uses phrases like toxic masculinity, or, if you're Chris Stuckman who likes to get cucked by his wife.
It does have lessons in the movie that I think some people might need to hear.
This has actually made our relationship even better and more open.
Anyways, it's done.
It's done.
It took every ounce of my life force, but Barbenheimer has been reviewed. Anyways, this week and all of August look like they're just gonna be full of trash. So in terms of videos, it might just be a few quick unscripted rambles, if anything. But yeah, August 18th, Blue Beetle and Strays on the same day.
I'm gonna bite his dick off.
Oh, we gon' fuck shit up.
That is just a special double bill of trash. So yeah, I might have to do a full roast for those. Anyways, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and leave your thoughts on either film. Yeah, that's gonna do it, boys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I much more enjoyed this experience than his past few films, Tenet and Dunkirk.
I'm going to give the film Dunkirk an A+.
I much more enjoyed this experience than Dunkirk.
A+.
I completely forgot that there's an A++.